Oh. Oh.
Okay. Okay, so it's 7:03. Is that right? 7:03? I don't have my computer on, so I had on a screenshot my watch. We have Patrick is not with us this evening, Kiri is not with us, and Allison is not with us. But we are in quorum, so we're gonna have to, we have stuff we have to do. We're gonna go forward. Annie suggested we do a roll call, so everybody go around, say their name. Claire Gunning,
Ethan DeMaria.
Dan Campbell, Annie Malazzi,
Ruth Cohn, Gina Sofsky,
Jenna Court.
Ted Malazzi.
thank you.
And
Janine, did you say your name?
We'll do, no, for Zoom, do they count for Zoom?
Well,
He's a special guest.
they're here,
Okay.
yeah.
she here. Janine Cisco.
Okay, great, thank you. And you'll take minutes or you're not taking minutes?
yeah, I can.
Yes, okay.
You can do it,
Um,
or do you want me to do it? I could do it.
Nah, you do enough. I don't do enough.
Okay.
About it. Stand by.
Okay, we have Janine here as the public, but we have no other people, so I'm assuming we have no public comment. Well, we have the minutes that Patrick sent around. Did people get a chance to look at those? There's some formatting issue, but
Yeah, I did not change that. I just,
no, that's fine. We can fix it before it goes up. I didn't see anything else. Did anyone else have comments about the minutes?
I do.
Okay,
I'm not a board member, so I don't know whether I can speak or not.
you can speak.
Sure.
I'm very confused about the bill for the landscaping and what we approved and what we didn't approve. And
Right.
I'm hoping that Ethan might be able to clear it up a little bit.
We approved what was given in the quote. We are going to have to amend the approval tonight because the amount increased. And we gave such a specific approval 2 months ago.
What was the approved amount?
The original amendment was for, stand by, 1,414, or excuse me, $1,415.
That was the original quote.
That was the original.
Thank you.
50 or 15?
15.
Huh?
she was questioning what the amount was.
So we'll have to amend that tonight.
Okay, that was, I thought I thought we knew it was gonna be more, so we had, that was my mistake. I hadn't seen the minutes yet. So can we get a motion to approve the minutes?
So move.
All in favor? Oh,
Second.
second. Okay, Jenna seconding. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Bills. So this is where we would need to make approve the bills, but also make an adjustment to the amount for that bill.
I mean, I would do the approval of the bills, approval of the financial statements, and then a motion
Okay,
beyond that.
okay.
That's what I would do.
Where's the landscaping?
I don't think it's in here.
Not on here
It's gonna
yet.
be in
Oh,
the
it's not on
next,
here at all.
it'll
No,
be in the
correct.
next one. The things that are the dotted lines around them, is that, I'm sure it means something. That's.
Those are reimbursable.
future- What?
Those are reimbursable grants.
Those are part of our grants
Oh,
that are
okay.
reimbursable.
Okay. Great.
This was a lot.
There was a lot going
I
on.
know. It all hit in the,
Kudos to both of you. This is a lot.
Yeah. Do we have a motion to approve this? Does anyone have any questions about this?
I can show you the things we've purchased. A lot of them are in and we
Mhm.
can go over that in the facilities, but report.
Okay,
I'll make a motion to approve cap 251216F. The final amount, $38,014.57.
somebody second.
I'll second.
Jenna second. All in favor?
Aye.
This is the November. Okay. Chance to look at this much today. Ted, is there anything we should know?
I think we should have a very brief executive session on finances when you conclude this meeting.
Okay, we can do that. Does anyone have any question about the different expense reports?
The only comment I would make is that there was a transition from Nelson to Georgia in terms of the bookkeeping. There were some issues in October that when we came to November hadn't been resolved. And so many of the bills were moved from November into December 1st so that we could have time during November to straighten out what we had to straighten out.
Okay,
So November, you'll see that there aren't that many bills, but December, there's a whole lot.
okay, yeah. Are things straightening out? Are we there?
No, we're not there.
Okay,
She's doing very nice job, very nice woman.
okay,
But there are still some issues
okay,
not been resolved.
okay.
And I'm not
Okay.
blaming her in any shape, form, or manner.
I'm sorry?
I am not accusing her and not accusing Nelson. I'm not accusing anybody of anything. It's simply
Okay,
a matter
okay,
of
let's,
forms.
yep, no, I totally get that. Let's,
Motion to approve the financial reports.
okay, thank you.
Second.
With the second thing, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Um, Okay, so we'll hold off on talking about the rest of the finances until the executive session. The,
think you can
the
approve what,
financial report,
you should approve what you have, because it's.
we just did.
Okay. And then, yes,
Now is the financial report, we'll talk further in executive session.
okay.
I went to a really, so this is my report. We went to a really good session. It was on board development, recruitment orientation, education and evaluation. And so I've handed out this board self-evaluation questionnaire, which was talked about at this session. And it's just, it's something to, like, we can look at this one. I actually sent it to Patrick and he filled it out already. I think it's a good idea to start doing this kind of thing on a regular basis. So I was going to talk about it, but because Patrick's not here and he's already filled it out, why don't we go ahead and give it all a try? We can, I think we should try to have a group consolidate the information. So maybe, it'd be nice if it wasn't just me looking at all of them, but maybe we can figure out a group, maybe.
Like taking everybody's and kind
Yeah,
of putting it
kind of
anonymously putting it.
consolidating it
Yeah.
together so that we have some sense of what people are feeling. But I think first we have to look at it.
Yeah.
And again, but it would be nice to have one or two people do that. I don't know.
I can
Would you do
volunteer for that, yeah.
Okay.
Was that in
That kind of stuff.
Hudson?
What?
Was that?
Yeah, it was something that was in person at the Beekman Library, and Rebecca Smith Aldrich was leading it. It was really wonderful, and it was also talking about that there are things we need to I'm gonna get it wrong. That we need to make sure we have a policy on conflict of interest. We need a code of conduct. And I haven't really looked through the bylaws particularly to see what's involved in that. It might be that we have to flesh that out a little more.
We do have some that are a little
Yeah.
bit older. If you wanted to work from that,
Yeah.
I'd be very happy to
If we,
send them to you all.
yeah, that'd be great. I mean, I think if we've approved policies on those
Mhm.
things, we need to amend them, not rewrite them necessarily, but amend them. But
Yeah.
those two were things that that were specific, that we need to do. And then the other thing is we need to make sure
Excuse me, code of conduct within the library. Code
with,
of conduct.
no,
board
no
members.
board code of conduct for the board members.
Oh, okay.
Which is different than the, and then the one other thing that cropped up, and I was just about, we need to make sure we have directors and officers insurance. I don't know if that was part of the insurance package, but we need to make sure we've got that included when we revise the list. Especially as we're doing more fundraising, we're doing more grants and things. So we should make sure we include those things. Those were the takeaways that I got from this. And and then we're at the end of the year, and it's been a very good, I think, year. We've done very well. I've enjoyed my year, and I've enjoyed parts of my year. And I'm looking forward to another wonderful year with everybody. That up, and we'll move on to the next thing, which is Jean.
Okay, so, At the last meeting, we were having our meeting the day after,
Right.
and then we just had a meeting. It really, we, at the first meeting, we, agreed to do the winter reading, sponsor the winter reading program, whatever it was gonna be. And then at the last meeting, Deanne clarified what she wanted, which was 3 gift certificates from Piney Tea, the wine store, and
Oblong.
Oblong. First she said Hannaford, but
I know, so, like, no. Oblong.
so that was really the, had to do with what we were doing at the library.
Wonderful, thank you. Okay, Dan?
Is that it? Okay. So first thing has come up is ALA, American Library Association membership is up for renewal. I recommend that we spend the money to renew that. So
Mhm.
it would be $190 and it's due in January.
I'll make a motion, we renew at $190.
And that's for 1 year.
It's for 1 year.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Aye.
Okay, for grants. First of all, I have to announce that we got the seed grant for this year, for $3,000. They gave that information out yesterday afternoon. So that was really good. That's for a kids club. Again, yeah, that's really good.
Was that through?
Berkshire Taconic, it's the Pine Plains, educational grant. I forget what it stands for, but it's for Pine Plains, basically school district, programs. So that's good. Let's see. I have an automatic door opener update. They were able to come in at the last minute this morning at 8 o'clock, and Annie was here to help them open up so they could install the door. I need some help because they left an extension cord, which is fine, but I need to be able to plug it in to the outlet that's on the ceiling that was installed by Genocchio for the other door. So we just need to be able to run. We don't have to have any other electricity. We can just run the electrical cord from
Mhm.
side to through the ceiling and then
Okay,
plug it into that thing. So that's done. That was really, really weighing on my mind because it's been a long time coming. Let's see, regarding the ALA grant for the shelving units, Demco. So I ordered one sample to see if it worked. It didn't. It took forever to come in. It didn't work. And so I'm like, I worked with Demco and I said, what's going on? So they finally figured out those are not SD shelves.
okay.
Those are Morels, I think is the other one.
Montel.
Montel. And so I've contacted the Montel dealer. Demco that's a competitor to Demco. So I
Uh-huh.
contacted the Montel dealer. I took pictures and gave him the pictures and stuff. So he's working on a bid for me.
Okay.
So yeah, but I don't know anything about those shelves. We may have to order another sample to see if it works. He was talking 10 weeks.
To get the sample?
To get
To get one.
anything. Yeah,
Really?
10 weeks because they have to manufacture it, which is, I think, the problem that I had with the other ones too, because that's what took so long for that,
Okay.
just that one sample. But anyway, we'll see if hopefully that'll work and then we can get going with that. I think I have until June to spend all that money
Okay.
yeah.
So we're not at risk
No.
of losing them.
No.
Okay.
And I can ask for grace period
Mhm.
because of manufacturing, all the things that are occurring in shipments and
Mhm.
and manufacturing things like that. They probably give me a grant. I mean, a grace period. Okay, so I also submitted another grant for ALA for the 2026, their fourth round of funding for the Reading Nook, and I asked for $20,000 only, and that's because there's no way to ask for 10,000. No, there's none. So we'll see. I'm not hopeful, but you never know. We have spent the entire part of the U grant. We spent $15,050. There's another thing that I need to ask for permission to purchase, and that is if you haven't seen the shelves in the back in the kids' room, they're really good. But we need 2 more shelves for each one. So I've got a bid from Demco. They can sell us 2 more just shelving units just shelves,
Shelves.
just shelves for $348. That includes shipping. These are substantial shelves. So I would like if we could prove to purchase those, that would help us out to move everything over and shift the playroom and or the books in the back so we make more room in the front for playing. So it would be $348.
The U grant was 15,000, right?
Yes,
And then we approved
spending over
a little bit extra,
$500 extra.
accounts for the 50, and then the two show. I got you.
So
Okay.
that would
Keep
I
us
would-
below 500.
Yes, yes. I would still be below 500, but I still want to make sure y'all
Yep.
y'all approve that. Okay. Awesome.
Do we have to make a motion for that?
I
I
think you
think we'd already approved the
I
extra
think- I know.
$500.
so cool. I just want
Ted? Agreed, disagree?
to there is no shipping. That's 300, I think it's 340 something or 320, but there's no shipping on that. They ship for free.
Okay.
So we have, this partially goes into facilities, but this is part of the grant, but I need some help setting these things that we've purchased into the, to put them into the walls because there's drilling involved. There's, I just want to make sure things are right so we don't screw anything up on the building. So I'm asking for some help for that, either professional or, my husband we spent 3.5 hours total between my son and my husband and I getting that bookcase together, but the other things that we're setting up go into the walls. So
Okay.
I would like some help with that.
I can ask my husband if he's willing to help. But it's gonna have to be after the holidays.
Yeah.
Like I think we're.
Yeah, we're not, I don't expect that.
that.
But everything's in, the slat walls are in, we're just waiting on the chairs to come in
Okay,
and, the back cushions for the benches in the back. That's it. That's all that's
Okay.
coming. Those are coming in January.
Okay, great.
Any questions on those grants?
Mm-mm.
Okay. We also are, we've,
And have we resolved the problems with the accounting or the whatever they said were the problems?
yes, I believe we have. I say that because they sent me a reminder to turn in my reports today,
Even though.
but I'd already turned them in. So I said, I turned them in last week,
It-
the
just-
beginning of it. So they said, yeah, we got them. So I have corrected their problems. They sent me the forms that they had not sent me the first time. I think we're all clear.
Great.
Okay, so we are still, we've got that's the drop-in grant. Then the youth development program, where we've got that billing worked out so that Cheyenne separates her hours from Kids Club, which is billable from the hours she's doing for youth programming. So we are straight on that. And we also have hired another person to be a youth like assistant, Kids Club assistant. So we have somebody on covering 2 days and another person covering 2 days. So we're all covered.
Okay, great.
Two people.
Two people
Two-
for assistants. Yeah,
people.
yeah,
Thank
two
you.
different.
So you don't know, you don't need, it says we're still settling on them.
We were, when I wrote this, we're now settled. We're now settled.
I put one thing in.
Yes.
I would like to say formally, Cheyenne is doing incredible
He
work.
really, really is.
I don't think I've seen people so responsive since we started this program, and I know she's new. She's doing wonderful work. I
She really is.
really think she's a massive asset.
And she's going to do a great job with the kids programming because that's again, I'm going to show you some of the things we're planning for next year and she's already on it. So
Mhm.
well organized, responsive to parents. It's been really great.
Yeah.
So we've got that settled. Teen board and kids board. We're starting a kids board. And we did meet with the teen board once this last week. It didn't go well because track and sports and things like that. We're still having trouble. We try to meet on Saturday. No, it's Friday. And so that's not working. We'll try to meet Saturday, but sometimes that's hard. We're just having, and this is not just us, all libraries are having the same problem.
Teens, yeah.
It's just a total problem trying to schedule time, but we'll keep trying. We had our financial literacy for teens on December 6th at 11. We had 3 people attend, which is not bad. We're going to have that as a series, a continuing series. So, excuse me, hopefully we'll have different topics and hope, we'll get our marketing together and maybe we can, we'll keep trying. let's see, we have our strength and balance class. We are taping the remaining classes and we'll start showing, I think our next class is the last class with her, but then we'll keep going. Everyone is really, really psyched about keeping this going because I really like the club, the class. We had our online wrecked and abandoned, which 100 people showed up. So if you,
Wow.
for the event, it was an online event. So if you still would like to see it, it's online. I think they were supposed to do the copies of it, posted online. So you can still see it in next month and within the next month and we'll still get credit. But we, all the libraries, DCLA, all libraries got credit for those 100 people that showed up. We have a Medicare Q&A on the 18th. That's tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, from 2 to 3:30 and reading,
Who does that?
The OFA.
Ah,
Well, another
Great.
thing on Thursday.
Yeah, it's right before everything gets crazy. And I checked how long it would take. He said an hour and a half. Said, all right, we can go with that then.
it gets nuts on Thursdays here
Mhm.
because of Kids Club and,
Yeah.
and everything. So Otis the Reading Dog is coming on the 19th at 3:30. That's been a long time trying to get somebody coming for that. So we're excited about that.
The 19th or the 20th? I thought he was
Did I have it?
coming Saturday.
Saturday, did I have it?
Yeah, so it's the 20th.
Oh, sorry. Typo. 20th.
But it wouldn't be 3:30 then, right?
On Saturday?
No.
Wait, did that change?
Yeah, I thought Cheyenne said he's coming during story time on
You're
Saturday.
right. She did. So that's
10:15 on Saturday.
Okay.
totally messed that one up. Oh, we had originally planned it on
Correct,
Friday.
when you reported
Yeah,
it,
And then
so
it
it's
changed.
fine.
I'm sorry, I forgot that one. I didn't get that changed. Okay, so the window reading starts on January the 2nd through March 31st. We're getting this, forums will be basically like we did for, summer reading.
We're not getting them professionally printed, so it'll
Okay.
be a little cheaper
Um,
and easier to tear.
let's see. Oh, yeah. We are actually going to start, drop-in after school program for junior high students to come from 2:30 to 3:30.
Mhm.
Just, it'll be, crafts or hangout or whatever. It's basically the same thing that the U drop-in center is for, but it's for older kids. And so they'll just be doing some of the crafts that the little kids are doing, but on a more complicated basis. So it's,
Okay, and will they stay here while the kids are here, or they'll be in and out?
it'll be over at 3:30.
Okay.
So yeah, they'll leave. I'm sure they do not want to stay when the little kids, because it gets nuts. It gets loud. But I want to say that everyone's been doing a really great job. We've been having 15 kids every Monday through Thursday, sometimes 18 or 20. So everyone's been doing a good job herding everybody around. And like Jordan's been keeping up with the scavenger hunts and just, I cannot tell you how, y'all really should drop by if you can on a Thursday
Yeah,
afternoon.
it's quite a spectacle.
Yeah.
It is. But everyone's having fun and they love that furniture in there. They love that,
Yeah.
that
Mhm.
nugget
Mhm.
furniture in there.
So it might be, that session for the younger, for the middle,
Mhm.
they don't often have anything to do and they get out so early. So
Mhm.
maybe that'll be
That's what we're hoping
a
for.
good draw.
We had that request from a parent that was from the
Oh, right.
yeah,
From the,
ag fair. Yeah, the ag fair.
And are you gonna be able to use some grant funding for that? No, that'll just be
No.
totally, okay.
But since they're using the same materials as basically, it kind of lumps into the same thing. I'm not really worried. I don't think maybe if we get 3 or 4 kids,
Right,
it'd
it's
be
gonna be
great.
less formal,
Yeah,
yeah.
and but they'll just come and do some crafts. And we already have some supplies that they can use and
Yeah,
stuff,
or
so it
games
won't
and
be.
things like that, yeah.
So, okay. So trustee education, we've gone through that. I think staff, we're pretty much done with sexual harassment training. I think we've just got a little bit more to go.
I think just one.
Okay. And our analytics, I am over the moon with our attendance and
Mhm.
things like that. I am just very, very happy with everything. Oh, I didn't print this in color, I apologize. Everybody usually looks at it on their
Yeah.
computers.
The tallest line on.
Yeah,
all
it's the
of them.
tallest line.
How do you account for the jump in, and maybe you can't answer this, but I've been racking my brain. Such an increase in visitor usage over the past 3 years. We've
I think-
increased programming.
I think Kids Club was a very big draw.
Yeah.
Quite
okay.
frankly, I think that's regularly bringing in a lot of people 4 days a week.
Our story times have increased vastly too. We're
Yeah.
getting, 10 people sometimes for
Mhm.
story times on Saturdays and Wednesdays.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So we increased to a 6th day. Is the 6th day getting any traction on usage? On a significant amount of usage? That doesn't, to me, that doesn't account for that. It was the programming. That's my
Yeah.
question.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to have programming on Monday if we weren't open. So, so
Monday's still a slow one. I genuinely, like I said with Cheyenne, she's doing such a good job of communicating with parents, making sure everything is planned out in advance. I really think a lot of this is due to her.
Yeah.
Maybe earlier in the year, some of the spikes are, we did have the summer camp visit several times, which
I was
didn't
gonna ask
hurt.
that, like, how long is, because I know obviously, 'cause some of these numbers obviously went way up in summer when
In
camp
July
kids were
and
coming,
August,
so I didn't
yeah.
know if that's the last couple of years played a significant role.
the year before we did not have, they didn't come that many
I
often.
think we had them 2 or 3
Did we
times,
maybe
and
one?
it's usually like 100
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah, and now
Right.
it's weekly,
Kept having
so.
thunderstorms.
I
Yeah.
think we got them 4 times this year.
Yeah.
I believe summer camp had 6 sessions, so.
Yeah, they
I don't know
did
if they
come
did
a couple
They
times.
had a
because of
couple of
weather?
times they.
Yeah,
they
it was too
canceled,
hot.
It was too hot.
Okay.
There was a couple last year also that
Yeah,
got
same
canceled
thing.
for the same reason.
Yeah, last year they only came like twice. This year they
Yeah.
came like 4 times or
Yeah.
5 times, something like
But I
that.
want to say 2022 or 2023, they came every week.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So even then, I do think Kids Club, and also we have had just a lot of general programming going on that sometimes takes a while to build.
I have
Things
spoken,
on.
I mean, like randomly spoken to people who really weren't thinking about the library before it started showing up on their tax bill. And so I think people are more interested in getting engaged, so I don't know if have our numbers gone up?
Yeah.
Or-
Consistently.
Yeah.
Do any of these numbers reflect the people that came on the road trip?
Actually, they do.
Yeah.
They do. Yeah.
That would have been an additional 400 odd overall spread across, I want to say 3-4 months.
Over the summer. Yeah.
6, I think.
Yeah. What was it like? It ended in October, started, around about April, May.
Yeah. So that definitely helps.
So yeah, definitely a bump. I've also found quite often when people move here, I get a lot of
Mhm.
people coming in who want to scope out the library, whether they return or not, whether they sign up for a card, I don't know. But actually, honestly, I think a lot of them are signing up and using it digitally.
Mhm.
Mm.
So I would expect our
People
digital.
moving here?
Yeah, it's funny. Usually one person with a kid seems to be very common.
Mhm.
So, hey, good for the school.
That's
Good
good
to work it.
news. Tell them to send their kids to school. Don't have to close all the schools.
Mhm.
So anyway, the year-over-year library visitors has really jumped up, and that was a goal. So I'm really happy about that.
Everything's up.
Yep.
Usage, I
Everything's
mean,
up.
it's literally like a staircase going
Yeah.
straight up.
Yep.
Consistently and yeah.
So it has
Yeah.
to do with opening up one day. To me, we've professionalized the circ desk so that we have full-time people there. And they are consistently able to help with other programming and think of programming. And that's what the goal was, to bring more people in the library. So programming is where that's doing the job.
Great.
Next, we work on our collection. And yeah, we got to do that this year.
I know that's my wheelhouse, but
So any questions on programs or
No.
attendance or anything?
Okay. So can we make a motion to accept the director's report?
I'll make a motion to put the
First report? Need
I'll
second,
second.
need the seconding, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, facilities.
Okay, so
Beyond that,
I started conversations with Emory and Reb about getting increased coverage. The audit kind of didn't work out. I need to be more specific with them, so I will tell them that we need to see about getting directors and officers coverage. What I am getting is a quote for doubling our current coverage of certain things to see what it would
Okay.
cost. Because the county pretty much had us do, what we absolutely needed. And so we
Okay.
did the bare bones. So
Uh-huh.
I'm just getting numbers for a little bit higher than that.
Does Mid-Hudson, the State Library Association, or the ALA, or all three have?
Guidelines.
Yeah,
For insurance,
yeah.
they,
Or is it so size dependent and so specific to libraries' individual needs?
I think it's individual, but
Yeah.
they're like policies. They probably have and I don't know that. I really don't know that.
Yeah.
They might do that.
Might would be worth like reaching out to Rebecca and asking her that specifically, but also comparably sized libraries.
Well, she did have that seminar, which was horrifying to me. When they did that insurance one where I had to go breathe into a paper bag after I got through it, and it was so awful because everything's a threat. But so it is based on what the programs that you are running.
Right.
So
Sure.
so for that, but yeah, they probably have something now. Do y'all want to do policy this may be part of the policies reviews? But the policy for, did we have policy separate? No, that's
We
separate,
do
that's
have it
separate.
that's- we'll
So,
check.
So for the facilities, the things I've gotten in, all the things for the grant are not all of them, but the things that are in, some need to be assembled, some are assembled, and some of them are engaged and working now. They're working out really, really well. But I will need some help putting those in, so if we can get a quote on that, or that,
Okay.
and then.
I want to thank those of you who wrote postcards this week. That was great.
Do we know how many approximately went out? I know
Uh,
how many I sent, but I don't know.
from the list, I don't have the.
2 dozen so far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a nice number. I mean, more is better, so if you have the energy to do it. I broke my thumb, so handwriting a postcard, it's not really good. I can write like it with a
Crayon.
crayon.
Yeah.
Please send money.
You can write a ransom note, like
I was
cut
gonna
out
turn
paper.
into a ransom
Yeah, you can
note.
turn out paper, you can cut out magazine, the letters.
Yeah. That's just not gonna happen. But I apologize for that. And so I'm sure Kiri will be happy. Have money's been showing up or?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
through PayPal, and we keep getting checks every once in a while, during the weekend we do, yeah.
I want to say we're around about 15 to 1600.
Okay.
Maybe we just got another check, maybe up to 1700.
Okay.
What zip codes did we send out to for the other mailer? Did we ever send to the?
We did. We sent, I think we did Gallatin and Milan and, yeah, I didn't see the
Let's see.
didn't absorb, the invoice of all of that. Do you remember? We sent it to 3 different post offices.
I don't know, I just paid the bill, I didn't look at, I didn't look at the
I
specific.
think it was 3 different post offices that we went to, so.
So that would be probably Red Hook and Anchordale,
Yeah,
which great, awesome.
Where are the bills?
Do what?
Where are
For
the
the-
bills for the postage?
They were paid via credit card, because they had to be paid by credit card for Minuteman Press. So those will be they'll be on the credit card for next month.
Okay, Minuteman, okay.
I mean, they took care of the postage. No. How did I? Yeah, it was all in
yeah,
one bill.
we had them drop them off and pay.
Yeah,
paid
so
them
everything
back.
was on on Minuteman Press.
If we could just get confirmation that we didn't send to Stanfordville or Millerton, and then I can grab extras and put stickers on them and send them to
Oh,
the little chunks of our
let me
town.
see if I can quickly.
You could do it after. I gotta get
Yeah.
things from
Okay.
Deanne anyway.
Yeah, so, more, if people have energy to do more, we're ratcheting it up towards the end of the month. At some point the things will, keep rolling in, like this doesn't, yes, people want to get it in there 2025, giving, but sometimes people will send it later. And, policy review, we were talking about, Annie would like to have a subcommittee or a committee set up to do stuff. So things hit the board more complete. So that we shouldn't be doing the editing in the board meeting. We should be doing a bit.
Yeah,
beforehand.
I feel like we can just speed up everybody's time
Yep.
that way. Also, just as a personal note, this is not in one of the policies that Mid Hudson says we should have. I need us to have an animals in the library policy,
Yeah.
and I need it ASAP.
Okay.
People are bringing in their dogs.
We don't want to leave them in the car.
Yeah. And frankly,
Um,
especially when we have little kids,
Yeah.
I don't think that's safe. And I think, especially at the desk, it would be very nice to be able to say,
Someone
this
disagrees
is
with
our,
you.
oh no, this is a dog owner.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could say that just,
Is-
we can work on this,
Is
but I
it-
just,
Yeah.
I mean, or figure out where it could get tucked in. I don't,
Yeah.
like maybe it's in the code of conduct for users or,
Yeah, just
something.
something, I can't have
you
So
know,
Mid Hudson doesn't have like a,
No, nothing. I looked at other libraries around. I don't see anything about animals. And I mean, we've had dogs
Surprising.
growling at people, and I really would feel much more comfortable if we
Yeah.
had something saying, if absolutely surface animals, absolutely,
Service animals is one thing.
but your pet, this just is not a place for
Yeah.
it.
Sometimes they have signs.
Mhm.
I mean, you
Yeah.
can have a policy too,
Yeah,
but
Yeah,
sometimes people just put a sign,
Mhm.
some places just put a sign, only service dog, or
Mhm.
something.
Mhm.
I don't
Yeah,
know how
I-
they word it tactfully, but
yeah. Well, that's the first,
Yeah.
that's the first, one of the first things we need to do in a subcommittee is to talk about
yeah,
this.
definitely. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, no,
derail,
no,
but
that's
I'm happy to
some
sit
social
on a
issues.
policy subcommittee.
Excellent.
Who else? Who's with us?
Who else would be willing to do that?
we had a dog on a river cruise.
Andy.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, they kept it in their room.
Jenna.
Yes, that's why they had the do not disturb sign on the door. Yes.
One dog.
Patrick might be a good one as a last, eye of whatever policies that I'll come up with or we
Yeah.
come up with.
Patrick Voluntold.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the director and the president are
Yeah.
ad hoc.
Yeah.
And Annie.
And
Oh, she's the first one.
Oh, yeah,
Annie reads it.
Oh, boy.
So the other thing
I
that I,
suggested this.
And it can all be
Yeah.
done via email, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not-
fine.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it's totally fine.
I'm very much on board.
yeah.
All right.
we want to make it as easy as possible, but we
Yeah.
want to make
Make it
meetings more, streamlined and have
Yeah.
everything
Yep.
done before we get here. The other thing is, as we've been going through policies, I'm becoming nervous about our HR policies. Because as there's some things we don't understand how to interact with the county. And since we are civil servants in a way, some sort of
Technically.
fashion, I want to make sure that we have our ducks in a row as far as our policies go. So Mid Hudson had actually worked with this, it's a HR company to do their books, to do their policies. And they were so happy with the results. They've negotiated a 20% discount for all member libraries to do it. I know, who's doing it?
Rojan.
No, not Rojan. Ankram's doing it. No, not Rovan. Anyway, two of them around here I know that are doing it, are doing the whole 3,000 thing, but $3,000 thing, but we just need $1,600 to do, for them to look over our employment manuals. That's,
We don't have them.
we don't really have.
We have a bare bones thing that Mid Hudson sent out and said, hey, why don't you customize this? And there are so many things that say check against your local laws and your state laws. And we just don't have the knowledge of
Right.
that. And we found, especially as we hire more people and figure out who
Mhm.
fits and, you know, who's maybe not, that it would be good if we had all of this just right now.
Because we can stumble through it, but I don't want to stumble through it. I don't want to do
Right.
that. That's not a system I want
Um,
to stumble through.
Yeah, and Allison is great, but she can't do much more,
Yeah.
so.
Are we the only library in that predicament in the area?
Yes.
Really?
If we look at how many are municipal libraries in the Mid Hudson system, I think it's just us and
I think there's 3 or
No, there's,
total.
I
two.
think
Technically-
there's more than that.
According to the map from, I think, the state that
Yeah.
we use, they categorize almost all of us as either association, special district, or something
Yeah,
else.
That map contradicts what seems to be reality from Mid
yeah,
Hudson.
that's,
Because I've had this issue
I'd
with Red
like
Hook for
to-
years.
I'd like to, yeah, because I think Red Hook calls themselves a municipal
Right.
library.
Yeah.
But they're not listed that way on the
Yeah,
state.
so I think we need to see if we can get a real list.
Okay.
Not just a kludge list from wherever we think to look, because Tivoli claims they're a municipal library, but I think you didn't think they were. There's one up in Columbia that's that when I was driving around, they said they were municipal. So there's more of them than I think you think there are.
I was going by what the
Um,
state said, the
yeah.
deal, so that map, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'll ask, I
Um,
think I did ask them.
So you're saying the HR policies are really only specific to the municipal libraries? It's maybe a good practice for the other ones, but it's really necessary for the municipal library.
Ours is messier because we have to have our internal titles and we have to use HR with Dutchess County.
Yeah.
And their titles do not correspond with
Yeah.
ours. And to some level, they can't.
Right.
So, and also they have certain rules that, based on the way we hire, that, because Deanna and I have not been given the training yet from them, they need it done a certain way. That is
and
not.
Are we going to do training? Is
We
there
are.
training
Signed up.
that's-
We're signed up.
Okay.
We signed up immediately as soon as
you
we started
realized.
finding out.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's just not available or
It's
what.
the end of the year, maybe don't wait till
Okay.
next year, but
So then why do we, and I'm having this same problem at my one job, why are we not a civil service position?
We are,
we are.
but because we're so small, we're exempt.
I'm exempt.
Gotcha.
She's not.
Why?
We are, yeah. Oh,
I'm exempt, so he's just.
Explain it to me like I'm five.
Okay, so
What is this?
So-
Well, exempt, non-exempt isn't always the same thing.
No.
Exempt is for overtime.
No, I'm not exempt
There's
for overtime.
like 3 different types
Yeah,
of
okay.
exempt.
right.
Okay.
I'm
You're
exempt.
right about that.
So this position does not require a degree because of the library size. This position does not require a degree, does not require
Because of the
anything,
size, yeah.
nothing. So that's what's considered exempt,
A heartbeat.
right?
Yeah.
Their positions as clerks are not exempt. They have to have a certain degree, they have to have certain resume experiences,
Mhm.
things like that to qualify those positions. They will have to take a test at some point.
Jordan, they
Jordan.
made an exception for me.
Jordan will have to take a test after a year.
You must be grandfathered in.
Yeah,
Oh,
probably.
something like that. I think,
You've been-
they're not making me a clerk, they're changing me to library assistant.
No, you're not library assistant, you're still the clerk. I don't know.
They don't have it.
That's where the
Yeah,
title
they're-
thing
yeah,
We're still,
becomes.
yeah.
I think she said, she had me apply as clerk and then said, no, we can make it for me to be library
Okay.
assistant. Jordan will become clerk 1.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
This is what
the
we're- this is what we're
employee
dealing
stuff.
with. This is what we're
But
dealing with, and we need
That's
help.
why it's weird, is that we have our own internal system, but it doesn't work with what the county has. And the county
Okay.
has some other exceptions that are,
So we just want to make sure our policies apply,
Okay.
that we're all complying on
Right.
everybody's
Will
policies.
this organization that is gonna go through be able to tell you what's right and wrong and you know,
I
correct
don't know
the
yet.
third-
That's a good question, because I thought
don't
about
wanna
that.
pay the
Yeah,
money if they
no.
can't solve the
Right.
So
problem.
Amenia is the one that's doing it, and I needed to ask them to clarify that, because I came up with that question too, and I haven't done that yet, so I will
Yeah,
do,
if
but
they-
I'm
Because
just,
if they can't figure out
Mhm.
the difference with the Dutchess County,
Yeah.
you know, too, then it's not necessarily worth doing.
nope.
Is the company that you suggested that Amenia is using library specific or just HR specific?
So they've done HR for libraries, so it's not they'll do anybody,
yeah.
but they've been working with libraries. They worked with Mid Hudson, they're working with Amenia, they're working with all the other libraries too, so.
Is there somebody that the county suggests on the, I would look into that and
Okay.
see if there's somebody that they specifically suggest.
They may have something themselves. The county maybe have personnel or
Oh,
policies
yeah.
that they could do, that they
Right.
could
Do
recommend.
you want me to look into it? Like, since I have connections with Dutchess County HR and as a civil servant, I don't really know. I mean, I can look around and ask.
Then, yeah, if you would, because
Yeah.
that would be, because that's a possibility that we're kind of in this weird position.
Yeah, might as well, like, if you're gonna, like, $1,600, right, for this, is that gonna be worth the investment, like you said? Is it gonna actually like solve the problem, or is it gonna require even more than that? Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a great idea if the county has somebody.
Yeah, the county might have.
County
policy.
budget's $650 million, so it would be great if we could use some of that.
Okay.
GTM, which is
Such an important department of the library.
What did you say, Ted?
You know.
GTM, which is the
Come and go.
accounting firm we use for the payroll, has a specific HR department that works with clients. So they may be able to help you out too.
So maybe get a price. That sounds like three prices right there. If we could,
Right.
you know,
Yeah, GTM is. I tried to work with them to get the where we're doing our savings or retirement. You remember we were talking about doing retirement for us, and I'm still working on that with them. It is a thing that's very confusing. So that's one of the goals for next year, is to figure out how that works and how we can integrate getting a retirement fund set up with them. So.
Okay.
And that's when I say retirement, that's we could take our personal income and to put into the
Right.
state
Right.
retirement, because that is one thing we are eligible for as a municipal library.
Right.
We can save into
Okay.
the state system. And we're not taking advantage of that yet.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Old business. Does anyone have old business?
anybody other than Ethan? So
Thank you.
you can say
For
it.
reading my- You keep track of stuff.
Okay. So we have to amend the motion from the September meeting
Right.
for the landscaping. Because the quote and the actual bill were, 300 and something dollars different. So, I'll make a motion to pay that bill. Stand by, let me get it. Somewhere here. To amend the motion, so we pay $1,100.02 from the urban forestry grant and $685.98 from the lodge account. The total amount of which is now $1,786 total.
And this is for the landscaping that has been completely.
Correct. The bill for which we just received a couple weeks ago.
And then who keeps it up?
TBD.
Can we have a second for the
I'll
motion?
second.
All in favor? Aye.
Who's got the bill?
I sent it to you
I think
and Claire and Deanne.
I thought I printed it out. No, actually, I may not have. I'll have to go look, Ted. I'll look.
You've emailed it to Ted
Send
already?
it again
Sending it now.
to,
You.
don't send it to me, send it to Deanne.
Sending it to Deanne.
I got it. I think I got it.
Deanne has it.
Yeah, I had it. I had it. I'll have to see. I may have, I thought I turned it in, but maybe I didn't because we had to vote on it or something, or they had to vote on it.
Sending it again. There you go. What's one more email? Um.
Hmm.
Any, almost all the minutes are up to date. Thank you for that. We're missing the August ones, or the ones that are like the most, out of date. So I don't know where they are, but
We've got a few that we're still missing. I'm keeping that list in our project.
any,
As being on the website?
Yes.
Not, we have
Correct.
them?
I don't have that.
Okay, then we'll,
I had to get them from Patrick, or that's what we thought. Yeah, we don't have them. We've sent him that list.
any update on inviting anybody to meetings?
I have not done any of that. I can, other than mentioning it to Rebecca at some point. Kind of passively. I can send out invitations to them.
And then, I went to, I don't remember what library they have. What's the feasibility of us getting mobile hotspots here?
We can do that. I looked at that as far as the ALA grant, the first one.
I remember it was mentioned in passing, but I didn't
So for use in the library?
specifically to take out.
Oh,
Check
to
them out.
borrow.
They had them as checkout ones.
Yeah, some libraries are they're still doing it. It's not as popular as it once was. And there's been some problems with people taking them away and not returning them, which now you've learned how to cancel those programs, those particular accounts. That's something we could do. It's not cheap, but it can be done.
Yeah, I guess I don't know how much it would be. And I imagine it's not the cheapest thing.
But I can certainly look into it. The reason I didn't, well, I ended up having to cancel that whole plan for the ALA grant, but around here, you can still have a hotspot and it still won't work because of where you are, geography, because
Okay.
truly that is
Yeah.
a
Yeah, no,
problem
cell
around here.
service is bad.
Yeah, and so honestly, that's what I think. The one thing I looked at was like, I don't know that it would be worth it in making a major investment in it because there's so many dead spots around here. And even, yeah,
Do a lot of libraries have those?
not a lot, but it was a thing during COVID. They had a lot of them, and then some kept it, some didn't. So, but again, we're up against geography here, as far as reception. Because if you know they are antennas and they have to have a cell tower, they have to be in view of a cell
Right.
tower. So I mean, if you're not, you
Yeah.
can't use it.
Hmm.
What we could expand is our Wi-Fi here, our broadcasting area for Wi-Fi from here. Some libraries are doing that so that you have
Yeah.
hotspots around town, so that you can be somewhere in town and still get.
Just Janine.
That's interesting.
I thought about that.
That's very interesting.
Does the
Yes.
town have hotspots?
No.
No. Is that something that's ever been discussed or?
Not to my knowledge. Before I was on the board, there was a study done. But I don't, I don't know if there was any action taken.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, even the Wi-Fi at the town hall is terrible.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
I know. Yeah.
Okay. I
Maybe,
mean, the truth is like in our town, there aren't that many. There's a few places where people congregate, but they don't, like, I don't see people sitting for long hours in the park, doing stuff,
No.
Right,
Might be
and we
if they
don't
have
have a
Wi-Fi.
Starbucks, so.
they have no Starbucks.
So people, but, sometimes I see people working in, the Storybook Cafe, for example.
Yeah, I've seen people in Storybook.
Right, I know
Um,
she provides a Wi-Fi.
People come here.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, I mean, if you want, I can send you that broadband study that was done.
Yeah, that'd be great,
Just if you're
actually.
interested, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
So maybe moot for us, but yeah, anyway. Another thing I'm resurrecting from the dead because it has been bothering me and I'm trying to figure out how to possibly have a workaround is Pine Plains Views. I was on the Village of Briarcliff's website and clicked one of the outside links and up pops a giant disclaimer. You are leaving our website. We are not responsible for whatever you're clicking to. And I seem to think that was the biggest issue with us linking directly to an outside unprotected source like that. What are people's opinions on a workaround like a disclaimer and not just for that site? I think quite frankly, for any site that's an outside link for this library or from the library.
We don't have anything.
I mean, taking somebody to the Hoopla website, that's not us,
Oh, yeah.
but it might be good. And it's encouraging people to be aware, and I think that's a good part of a library's mission is know what you're clicking on, even if you trust the initial source. Be wary. I don't think that's wrong.
Right, I don't think, I think that's not an awful idea.
Yeah.
We just have to talk with the website,
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
gonna be,
people
sorry, I
to-
walked my dog.
because they need to put an interstitial, bump before heading,
Yeah.
so that would come up, and then if they say they're gonna agree, go
We
forward.
could do that. Okay.
Yeah, all
At
right.
least ask how much that work that would be to do that.
Because there's certainly security can
Question.
go ahead.
My other question about the Pine Plains Views is, is he hosting it in a way that would, it's just on the website there's no search, and we don't want to, we're not gonna host it for him. So
He just
it
wants
needs
links.
to be robust enough that if people start bouncing to it, that it's not gonna crash his system, or I don't know.
We're not responsible.
Right, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's more of a him issue.
Okay,
But yeah, it's just so the security thing, I mean, certainly, yes, it's more it could be a weaker security on a smaller website, but Hoopla can get hacked, and bring you to some
mhm.
Chinese pharmaceutical site.
Thanks.
So, stuff happens. Yeah, so I'd like to explore that.
Okay. I'll get back.
My only other thing, it seems from your president's report, you intend on staying for the next term, yes?
Oh, yes, I forgot that was old business because we talked about it last. My intent is to serve a second term. Yeah. Okay, so that's good.
So we should probably have that voted on by the board and resubmitted to the town board
Okay,
since it's the end of the term.
okay.
And, I think their meeting's Thursday, right? Your meeting's Thursday, Janine?
Yeah.
Yes.
I am not going to be able to be at that meeting, but I think Kiri was intending to go. So we can, if you would like her to present the names, or should we just send an email?
When
I
is
can
your
type a
term,
letter and send it.
when is your term up?
The end of the year.
Oh, okay, so it would have to be, it should be at this meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll get
so-
something to you or?
Yeah, a letter
to-
would be great.
Okay,
Yeah, you could just send, yeah,
to you?
in
Yeah.
an email.
Okay, great. We'll do that.
I'll do that tonight, but
We need to
presuming
vote.
we vote on it.
Assuming we voted.
So is it only, Claire, yours
Yeah,
is the only
Ethan and
term
I
that's
are
open?
the only ones who are.
Oh, Ethan also.
And then we also have to vote on whether myself, Kiri, and Patrick are officially voted on as the officers. That we didn't vote last time because we got nominated. So,
Okay,
so we have to do that now. We need a motion to extend for Ethan and I to be extended for a second term. Is one thing.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to extend Claire and Ethan for an additional term starting,
3 years.
a 3-year term starting January 1st,
Yes.
2026.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Then we need to accept the roster of Claire, Kiri, and Patrick as the officers.
Okay. I'll make a motion to accept Claire as president, Kiri as
Vice
vice
president.
president, and Patrick as secretary.
Yes,
Second,
all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I'm gonna make a separate motion to appoint Ted as our financial officer and treasurer for 20. What year is it?
26.
26. 26.
I'll second.
You've been
Aye.
voluntold?
Thrill.
You're muted.
You're muted.
We could read the.
More Ted, all right.
All in favor?
Second,
Aye.
Aye.
second.
Jenna seconded.
Okay, Jenna, thank you.
Okay. Is that,
I'll send a letter to that effect
Okay.
within 24 hours
okay, great,
with all of that.
thank you. And then.
That's all I got.
Do we have new business? I don't think. Janine, is there anything you'd like us to know or anything you need from us? We didn't get that list of the use of the upstairs space, didn't get kind of formulated yet, but we'll work on that.
okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll
So I
get to
just had a question going back to, maybe I didn't hear it correctly. Going back to the automatic door, are you planning to use an extension cord?
So that's what it would need to have an extension cord, because they
Is-
installed, oh, go ahead.
Is that safe to have an extension?
That's what the current one is now. Janocchio did it for the first door and
Okay.
it's that standard. So the thing
Okay.
is, the plug is that they put in for the first one, we can use for this door as well. We just need to have a extension cord just put up there and plugged in. So.
All right,
they
I
have
just,
the
just as long
extension.
as Genocchio says that it's safe, because some things you're not supposed to use an extension cord. That's all.
Oh, no, that's what they put into. So it's,
Okay,
that's, yeah, that's standard. That's what they did. That's what they put in. So I
great.
think we're fine.
And do we have to hire them to do that?
No, I think this is a plug-in. It's just
Yeah,
plugging
they
in.
don't
Oh,
do it,
they
I think is what the guy said.
Oh,
The door didn't do it. The Genocchio doesn't need to do anything but plug. We
Okay.
can plug it in. We just have to,
okay, we just have to run it through.
yeah,
the
we just have to
ceiling?
run it through the ceiling.
Okay.
Or
I don't have any
other.
other questions.
Okay.
I forgot that I sent out a couple of feeler emails about doing a joint venture with the Sissing Center about the librarians documentary.
Oh,
I'm waiting to hear back.
Cool.
Not just with them, with also speakers to potential, a whole thing, working by us.
Neat.
Okay.
Need to go in executive session?
Yeah, we need to go into executive session. Thank you, Janine, for being here.
Bye, thank
Bye.
you.
Oh,
Do I need to be on for y'all to vote on going in? Or do I just,
Are we gonna be voting on anything, Ted?
You probably will.
Okay.
oh, sorry, do we have to vote to go into executive session?
We do have to
Yes.
vote to be and go into executive session. We need to mute it
Mhm.
And then we'll have to come back if we have to vote,
Was it for personnel? Specifically,
finances,
not a reason.
yeah.
It may
yeah,
be
I think-
personnel,
I think it's.
personnel within financials. I don't know.
Is it, Ted, is it specifically in regards to personnel?
In regard to finances. If you want to have an open session, you can have an open session.
Have a good holiday.
Bye, Jean.
See you.
Okay. I'm gonna read this. See what box we can fit this into. Matters which imperil public safety, if disclosed. Any matter which may disclose the identity of law enforcement agent, information regarding current or former investigation or prosecution of a criminal offense, blah, blah, blah. Discussions regarding proposed, pending, or current litigation. Collective negotiations pursuant Article 14 of Civil Service Law. The medical, financial, credit, or employment history of a particular person or corporation, or matters leading to the appointment, employment, promotion, demotion, discipline, suspension, dismissal, or removal of a particular person. The preparation, grading of for administrative examinations, proposed acquisition, sale of property. That's it.
In that case, stay in open session.
Yeah, sounds like we can't.
Okay.
You've been here long.
I have pulled longer days here.
Not recently.
No, because you keep chasing me. It's almost the end of the year. I'll be okay. Got a nice-
Okay,
Do you have a financial report that I sent you people?
yep,
Okay. And I'm on the account report of that report, first page usually.
I think it's the last day.
I don't know what order it was.
This is the,
November 2025 Pine Plains Free Library account
yep,
report.
this is the summary one. Oh, yes, I got it.
Okay. Want you to please look down at the bottom where it says summary operating
Mhm.
funds.
Mhm.
Okay.
And if you look at that section of it, it's at the end of November. It lists the money market money, 44,000, checking account, 23,600,
Mhm.
payroll account, 3,680, and then it's the total, which was 71,502.68,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
The board set aside 25,000 for the 3-month reserve, which covered January, February, March, because we don't get the town check until April. Set aside another 20,000 for the unemployment fund, because you're self-employed, which, by the way, explains that reemployment thing. We're not supposed to pay that. And I don't know why GCHAM can't fix it, but they take this hint. Anyway, the building maintenance repair fund, just in case of an emergency and you need money in a hurry, $6,000. So you got about $50,000 out of that $71,000 that's already tied up. And so it left you with 20,500 roughly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? As of the end of December, which is coming up, or I should say as of today, you have as the total operating funds $52,000. Well, you take away the 25,000, you take away the 20,000, you take away the 6,000, and you got almost nothing left. So what I am asking for is some way to get to transfer money, either from Stissing Lodge or from the what's it called here? Either the Stissing Lodge or the account 58, which is the donations account.
Right, yes,
So
that's where
what
you
I'm
should,
asking. What do you want me to do? Because
I think the money that has come in that is donations that we put immediately into 58 needs to be used. That's why we raise money, is to use money, right?
I can't take money out of 58. I need the board's approval to take any money out of 58 or
Okay.
large account.
Okay,
So
what's the,
I'm saying that if we get to the point where we're running out, and we are getting there,
okay,
I need to be able to move money. Now, where do you want me to take the money? You want me to take the Stissing Lodge? You want me to take it out of 50?
I don't think we can take it out of the lodge account unless we're doing,
The large account is totally accessible.
oh, okay.
The only limit is it has to be in the Bank of Millbrook.
Okay, well, I thought I thought we just kind of generally use that for capital expenses and,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know,
you
just
can.
typically.
We have.
Is there an amount that you're estimating?
We use
Would be-
$20,000 a month,
Uh-huh,
roughly. Roughly it's $20,000 a month.
So you're saying 60,000?
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
I would say move the entire lodge account then.
Uh,
That would be my, and be done with that.
put a limit on, say, if you're going to say 60,000, but I just want to be able to transfer it as it's needed. I don't want to take the 60,000 and put it into a checking account.
right,
Oh, okay.
Okay. As we need it, I want to have the ability to transfer.
So what if we say that you could move the lodge account in its totality, which is roughly 55,000? And then if we need to readdress the issue
January.
well, yeah, February probably, we go from there and use the 58 account.
Well, you're not going to, if you move that 50, let's say 55,000, why wouldn't you rather get a little bit of interest, and I mean a little bit of interest, and let me transfer it as it's needed instead of moving the whole amount?
Plus, does that account need a minimum in it, like to stay open? No, it doesn't.
No. If it does, it's minimal.
Yes, I think you're right. So it's in the lodge account gets more interest than the checking account does, obviously.
Well, checking
Right.
account doesn't earn anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's-
say,
that-
yeah.
That was my nice way of saying that. Okay, so I would say that we should allow you to transfer as needed from the Sissing Lodge account. Can we do,
Make it a motion.
Can I ask one more question? So
Yes.
if we're gonna transfer as needed for the first 3 months of the year, you're saying we don't usually get the town money until April or March or April?
yeah.
So when we get that money, it would go back into the lodge account to replenish what's been taken out?
No,
No.
no, I think you don't, you would put it into the money market, the 58 account.
Oh.
As,
It goes into account 19, which is the operating account.
Okay,
And then from operating account, it's pulled as needed.
okay.
And we should be getting the 15 back from the county. I'm hoping in early January if we don't get it by the end of December.
which will
be
ease
50,000.
it, it won't
Yeah.
make, won't take it all away.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, I make a motion that Ted be allowed to draw as needed from the lodge account, until the money arrives from the taxes. Can we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
How much from the lodge account? In its entirety?
As needed.
As needed,
As needed.
in its entirety, yeah.
Second, Ruth.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Does that cover you for now?
It does.
If we need to change, go to the 58 account in February, then we'll do that. I can't see you use all the lodge account between now and then. Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
You got to remember too that 58 account includes the grants. So it's like you can.
Right,
take
it's not
the whole thing.
everything, yeah, no, but I don't think we're gonna need $138,000 extra. 135, excuse me.
But like just like Mrs. Perkins' money, which we roughly have 40,000 plus of, that's in the 58 account. So that would right there cover 2 months. At least that's where my
Right.
mentality is. So I can go beyond. the
Right,
grants.
exactly, so we can start using specific grants or other things as need be.
Can I ask, does this typically happen at the end of the year, like where we,
This year, we seem to be,
No.
no, usually we've
Isn't it?
not spent as much.
But you saw the expense report today is double what we normally spend
Right.
because of all the,
The grant.
Yeah.
Stuff going out.
we're waiting for
We're
reimbursement?
waiting for
Right, yeah.
reimbursement.
Okay.
And we also, we bumped up the number, last year when we were doing this, thinking we would raise much more money this year. So we're falling a little behind on that. But
Well,
next year we will have a better number. We won't be doing as much needs that.
I was just
Yeah.
curious, just because it's my first, like, end
Yeah,
of the year
no,
report, so I
yeah.
remember.
and then the
Um,
second question,
I'm sorry?
one more question.
Yes.
You have a budget for 2026 in which you have set aside salaries and wages. But you never specified as a board how much of that, what you set aside for wages and salary was to be allocated. Are you saying that the entire amount? What kind of guide do we have in setting the salaries and the wages for the employees starting in January? On the whole amount? You saving some of it? I mean, we project.
No, I thought we talked about just doing a percentage. Didn't we talk about this?
We talked about 5%. Are we staying with the 5%? Are you going to give, because I think the cost of living was 2.8%, and then a 1% bonus, which would make it 3.8. So say 4%. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what you want because the budget
Okay.
doesn't mean that you're going to spend what you put in the budget.
I don't have that paperwork right in front of me, unfortunately.
If you want to stay with the 5%, what you allocated, then there's nothing to do except say that that's what you're going to do.
And does that apply in January? Do you have to wait until the money comes in March or April?
It starts in January when you start the
We
employee.
start in January.
I'll have to work that out with GTM too.
I
I'll
seem
have
to
to
recall.
make those adjustments with GTM.
Yeah. Yeah, my recollection is that we decided on 5%.
We did. The question is, at that point in time, we didn't know the cost of living. At this point, the cost of living seems to be coming in at 2.8. You give a 1%, we haven't
Oh.
I
passed.
think it's less than 5%.
Gotcha,
So do we want to, yeah, I understand what you're saying. We
gotcha.
keep it at 5, do we lower it? Or, 3.8?
My opinion is we already passed it at
Yeah.
5. I
Let's
would
stick
leave
with
it at
that.
5. Even though it's higher. My opinion.
That's your call. But that doesn't leave
Um,
you
The
very
money's
much.
allocated, it's already accounted for, right, budget, so.
That's true.
What did you say, Jenna?
I just was saying, the money's already kind of been accounted for and in the budget at that percentage, so I just feel like it's not like we're asking for an additional amount, we, went above what you're saying, so I just feel like we should, if that was already decided on, and
Right.
I would agree that we should keep it at that.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
We have to make a motion to approve, or no? because
No,
it's already
no,
been-
It's already been
Okay, it's already
approved
been
at the
approved.
5%,
Gotcha.
so.
Okay.
Thank you for,
Okay,
Thank you, Ted.
okay. Back to you.
a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting. Second, at 8:29.
Ruth is seconding. Great.